What's up everybody, Josh here, PDGA number 141336, also known as the Pink Percolate. And today I just wanted to go over my first impressions of the AGL Discs Douglass Fir. The Douglass Fir is a putt and approach disc, or so it says, with flight numbers of 4, 3, -2, 1. So it should be pretty glidey, it should go pretty straight if you get it on the hyzer flip. And I thought the numbers right off the bat sounded wonderful to me, and went down to the warehouse, picked up this pink one, and took it out, started throwing it. So let's check out the first two videos. Are the very first two throws I threw with the Douglass Fir, trying to figure out how does it fly.
Alright, here we are. This is my very first throw with the Douglass Fir, and I flipped it over and it just follows my body all the way to the right. So here we are, hole 2, second time throwing it, made the adjustment, hyzer flipped it up, and it just glided and glided and glided.
So there it was. The first two videos are a little bit different from one another. The first one, the very first throw, totally turned it over and it just held the anhyzer line to the right, way over, and that was pretty cool to see. It was not the disc's fault at all. I released it totally wrong, and it let me know right away, man, this thing's going to be a great training tool, and it has been. And then now let's check out some more footage of me throwing it for a few days at De La and really learning the disc, and I'll get back to the end and we'll talk about whether or not I feel like Douglass Fir is going to make my back.
Here we are throwing the Douglass Fir, hole 1 at De La Viega in Santa Cruz. Tried to put a little hyzer flip on it, ride the Mando line, and it puts me right in the middle of the fairway. This was one of the first times I tried to forehand it. This is the fridge, and it flips to flat, and it never comes back. That thing went straight as an arrow. Now we're starting to get the hang of it. Hyzer flip, get a little bit of turn, and some fade at the end, pushing 300 there. This is a nice little technical shot with it. Throw it up, let it ride the hyzer, showing it right all the way there to the left for the open position. Got a small gap to hit, no problem. Throw it up on a hyzer flip and let it just kind of float right through the gap. This is hole 19. You can see here the disc is seasoned and it is now flying very straight. Throwing a little touchy forehand just to show you guys you can even get it to turn over forehand and hold that little ante very well. And these last few shots are just me throwing, showing, highlighting what this disc can really do. Give it a little bit of arm, let it hyzer flip up, and it glides for days. At this point, I am throwing 3 Douglass Fir. This is the second in the same base plastic, the woodland plastic, and then this shot is in an alpine plastic, which is the more premium. You can see it has a little bit more stability and actually fought back to the pin pretty well. And here we go, these last 2 shots. Hyzer flip, get a good glide, get a little bit of turn, and finishes out pretty comfortably. This shot looks almost identical, just a little bit higher, trying to get a little bit more push from it. But as you can see with this next video,
consistency.
they're right next to each other. Consistency that you gotta love with the Douglass Fir.
Such a wonderful disc.
There is the footage. I love the Douglass Fir. It is definitely going in the bag, and I loved it so much that I went out and I bought 2 more because they are just amazing discs. Once I figured out and dialed in how to throw them properly, I was pushing them out to about 300 feet. It took a little bit of learning the disc because it was something that was new to me completely. But I started throwing it with some forehand upshots, seeing that it always landed at the basket for me. Proceeded to learn how to throw it backhand comfortably and realized where the power was, where you needed to be throwing it at. Guys, this is not a disc that you really want to try and put a lot of arm on. So it's a great training tool because it's very good at teaching you how to throw a comfortable, smooth shot but still get good distance because it has that 3 glide. And you know, the 4 speed definitely comes into play when you're putting from like deep circle 2. It just goes and drops, and then surprisingly, when you put some arm on it, you can get it to go just like a throwing putter. The Douglass Fir has also helped me learn how to throw a super sick floaty anhyzer putt, because it'll hold and then right at the end it does the flip and then it just drops and does the cool little helicopter thing. I don't have any footage of putting with it like that because usually at day law, by the time I get to the end, there's people everywhere. I'm self-conscious about taking too much time, and I don't want to pull out the phone and try and balance it on my bag. That's how I take the videos. And yeah. So anyways, Douglass Fir is a fantastic disc. Again, the flight numbers are 4, 3, -2, 1. The -2 I feel like is absolutely accurate. It is super flippy. It is really fun. It is a fantastic disc to learn how to throw a flat line, a hyzer flip, a turnover, all around. It's a great disc. It's really fun. Definitely glad to have it in the bag. Go check out AGL Discs. Pick up a Douglass Fir. Check out 4discs.com, my sponsor. And I know they got some AGL on the website. Just go check them out, man. Get whatever you want. Throw plastic. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Pink Percolate out.